SRK ने बहुत ही वाहियात किस्म की एक्टिंग की है, बहुत ही ओवर एक्टिंग की।
We all have seen Chak de India. We all have loved Chak de India. So, on this auspicious and pious occasion of King Khan's birthday, was a bit too much, wasn't it? Let's go again. On the occasion of King Khan's birthday, we decided to look back at Chak de India and bring to you those 5 moments from the film which actually made us fall in love with this film. And before we start, first things first, if you are one of those rare species who haven't seen the film yet, stop watching this video now. Spoilers ahead. And secondly, the climax won't be a part of this since we more or less make our minds up on whether we love the film or not. A great climax either increases the amount of love or hatred we have for a particular film, but it rarely changes our opinion full 360 degrees. Having all said and done, hi, this is Mritika from Cinezone. A gentle reminder, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. Really helps us out. Done? Thank you. Let's move. 5th, the job interview. We are not going to go by order, but still, of our top 5, the job interview takes the 5th spot. Not only because it actually introduces us to Kabir Khan but also quite magnificently introduces us to all the obstacles around him, be it unenthusiastic senior officials or the actual problems like lack of viewership and sponsors. Not only Shah Rukh Khan's performance in this scene brings out Kabir's determination to overcome all the challenges on the way, but also performances of Anjan Srivastav and Ramakant Daima as those senior antagonistic officials who are going to be a constant thorn in Kabir's way not only elevates the scene further but also sets us up for the ride ahead. 4th, dinner with Krishnaji. After a couple of heavy training sessions, when the team is down and out, Kabir sits down to have dinner with Krishnaji. And this is where we realize that Kabir Khan is not only a great personality apart from being a great player himself, but a great coach as well. He realized this on the very first day, that the bigger and perhaps the only major issue with the squad is not the skill but the ability to play together as a team. Something known as team spirit or whatever. And he does exactly that. His training session indeed breaks down the morale of the team and the team is left without an option but to unite, putting their personal differences aside. In fact, Kabir does say this out loud as well.
अगर मुझे दुश्मन बनाकर वो एक दूसरे की दोस्त बन सकती हैं, तो एक टीम बनाने के लिए बहुत छोटी कीमत है कृष्णा जी.
What follows next might have not been exactly in Kabir's plan, but he did succeed in his main goal, that is putting the team together and developing team spirit. 3rd, Pep Talk.
70 मिनट है तुम्हारे पास.
Now, not this one. I am here talking about the pep talk that Kabir gives before the men's versus women's match. The one supposed to decide whether Kabir and his girl gang get to go to the World Cup. And the credit for this bit goes to Jaideep Sahni, the writer of this film, to be honest. Kabir, instead of giving tactical instructions, tells his team how the match isn't against the mains team but against those who think women are not as good as men in different fields of life and blah blah blah. And this beautifully captures the essence of the whole film until this point. Because until now, we have seen how neglected women's hockey and women have been in general. Be it Vidya's husband calling Vidya back for family function, or the federation not thinking the women's team was worth paying attention to or investing in, or be it being a tradition of the subletting the ground meant for women's practice for Ramlila during the Diwalis. And SRK's performance as Kabir in this scene is just the icing on the cake. Not gonna lie, the first time I saw this film in the theaters, I too felt like picking up a hockey stick and go and fight for him on the pitch after listening to his pep talk. 2nd, Kabir and Bindiya. Kabir Khan and Bindiya Naik are not best friends, to put it mildly. Bindiya, obviously being the senior most player come the brat she is, has her own ways of doing things which is not in line with what Kabir's trying to do. And even when Kabir tries to mend her ways, Bindiya isn't responsive. But despite seeing the negative impact she's having on the team, you have got to applaud how Kabir refuses to give up on her, given her ability as a player and her experience. Not only that, he even trusts her to play the first game against Australia before she sabotages it. Even when Krishnaji suggests the idea of dropping Bindiya before the World Cup, the way Kabir refuses to do is quite admirable. This could probably also because Kabir might be a big believer in second chances. The whole film itself is more or less his second chance at hockey after he was ostracized by his own after that penalty stroke miss in the final against Pakistan. Nonetheless, the Kabir Khan and Bindiya Naik arc was something that kept us hooked. Before we move on to our final pick, here are some honorable mentions. Preeti giving up her penalty stroke for Komal.
कोमल, प्रीति चाहती है कि उसका स्ट्रोक तुम.
Netra Reddy and Molly Zimic and Mary Ralte giving Suklal, and in hindsight to all of us some lessons on national integration and diversity.
उतना ही जितना पंजाबी और बिहारी में है।
आप अपने देश में मेहमान बनकर खुश रहेंगे?
Preeti standing up to his bully misogynist fiancé Abhimanyu Singh and promising to win the World Cup.
One thing I promise you, Mr. Abhimanyu, और कुछ हो ना हो, ये जरूर होगा.
First, the introductions. I mean, we are talking of Chak Day and we do not talk about this. I mean, come on. This scene not only establishes Kabir's authority over the team in the audience, that is our eyes, but also ends up a much important socio-political lesson. In a country as vast and as diverse as India, people often get too touchy about their regional culture or beliefs and completely overlook the wider picture, be it sports, or policies or politics, or arts. You cannot take the nation forward, India forward, if you let the states and regional cultures and regional beliefs keep coming in the way. Being proud of one's tradition and cultures and beliefs is good, but that should never stand in way of collaborating with someone from different culture with different traditions and beliefs at a national level. As Kabir Khan said,
मुझे स्टेट्स के नाम ना सुनाई देते हैं ना दिखाई देते हैं, सिर्फ एक मुल्क का नाम सुनाई देता है, India.
And that's it. That was the video, guys. If you personally want to wish King Khan a happy birthday, like this video and share it with your friends and family. No pressure. If you disagree with our choices, you can let us know that well in the comments by telling us which is your favorite scene. Lots more coming up. Until next time, Tata.